Hello everyone, this is Jokel and welcome back to Let's Play Lego Harry Potter Years 5 through 7. In the last episode, we were going through Free Roam, and we got some good red bricks here, so we're going to be going to buy those here first, before we continue Free Roam. We mostly want character token detector, but we might as well buy all the red bricks we've gotten so far up to this point. So I got a character token detector, score times 8, extra hearts, fast magic, red brick detector, and invincibility. So that's all the red bricks we got now. We're going to go ahead and turn on the extras as well. Might as well pop on the multipliers here. I'll be doing the final grind for studs a little bit later, after free roam. Pretty much right away when we get into free play, I'll be just the first level in free play. I'll probably be grinding for studs. So the character token detector, just like in years 1 through 4, is very nice to have because it helps you find characters that you may have missed. So we're gonna go ahead and get set up here with our polyjuice potion. And this time I remembered to pick Fang first, just so we would have him. But we're gonna change to Dolohov, and we're gonna take the other way into Hogwarts this time. We're gonna go through the Vanishing Cabinet here in Borgin and Burkes. This is, I would say, it's a faster way to get to Hogwarts than the other way. So yeah, this is probably the better way to use. So there's a character here, Nocturne Alley, that I had missed. It's in Borgin and Burkes. I was kind of wondering if it was here in Nocturne Alley, but it's in Borgin and Burkes. I forgot to zap the skeleton. Not a huge deal. So, like I said, walk up to the Vanishing Cabinet here and activate it. And you'll be transported here to the Room of Requirement. It's a very nice shortcut. And thanks to our character token detector, we can find stuff very easily. You could turn on gold brick detector if you want to, but most of the gold bricks are pretty easy to find. So I don't use the gold brick detector. If there's like any hidden gold bricks though, that you're not sure, if you're not sure where a gold brick is at, then you know it's a good thing to use. Alright, we got that character. And there's one more character here in this area that we need to get. It's right here. I knew there was a character somewhere in this area, I just had forgotten where it was. There we go. So I was just double checking, make sure I got everything. I don't know where the ghost is at. I think he's up toward the front of the area. Yep, there he is. Okay, and now we're gonna do some of the areas here, like the Great Hall we have not been in yet, so we're gonna go in here first. go. And there's our red brick. And we got character studs, which is pretty good. Whenever you use Avada Kedavra on a character, they will drop studs. And so that's pretty nice, nice thing. It's not as useful in this game, but it can be useful at times. Got the student in peril and another character. Yeah, like I said, the character token detector is really handy to have, so you don't miss any characters. Got the gold brick here as well. And there's one more character right here. And there we go. That is all of the Great Hall. I was just going up front there just to double check the ghost there to see if I got everything, and I did. So there's one more thing to do in this area, the red brick. And this red brick is a good one to get as well. There's the red brick.
Huh?
And we got Hogwarts Crest Detector. Very useful to have for free play. So we'll be using that when we get into free play proper, which we will be after we're done with free roam. So this is where the Umbridge's office area is that we came to earlier with the Weasleys. There's not a whole lot that's left to finish off here. There's a few things that we have to get, but not a whole lot. There's a few things though that we need to get. So then you may come up here and not realize what needs to be done here. Yeah, you just knock down that banner there. And there's our student in peril. And there's 4 shields here that we need to find in order to get a character. There's also a character right here. There's one of the shields. We could have gotten this one earlier, but it doesn't do anything until you get all 4 of the shields. So, and the first one is already placed, so we just have to get the other. We just have to get 2 more. We can't. This dig spot's not activated just yet. We have to clear away some of these plants here. Now it's activated. Alright, so we'll go in. This thing, for some reason, it was not being responsive for me. I'm not sure why. It wasn't letting me release Crookshanks. Now it did. I don't know why it wasn't working. So there's our 3rd shield. And the 4th shield, I completely brain farted as to where it was. It's actually really easy to find, but you can't remember everything. But here's our red brick. This red brick is also really useful. It is super strength. This gives every character in the game the super strength abilities. Now the super strength characters are rendered useless. So, yeah. I mean, we did have to use, you know, Fang for a share free roam here, but now we don't really need him for the rest of the game. Yeah, I completely brain farted as to where the fourth shield was, but it's actually very easy to find. You know, can't remember everything in this game, unfortunately, but I will eventually find it. Yeah, it's the Slytherin one, so I was looking around for the Slytherin banner, and I didn't realize it was right there by the shield thing there. I thought it was elsewhere. Drinking some Dr. Pepper here. Hashtag not sponsored. At some point here, I give up and I go into Umbridge's office here. Actually, this is an I call it Umbridge's office, even though it's not. It's like the storage room or something. Eventually, I give up here. I don't remember how long I spent looking for this. It wasn't like super long. Yeah, I was like blasting these plants here to see if that was it, but it wasn't. At some point here, I get it. I don't remember. Okay, so anyway, here in the storage room, there's a couple things here that we haven't gotten. There's our character. And the student in peril is very nearby. There he is. There we go. That's everything in this area. And now we just have this last character to find to get. We just need to find the I just need to find the Slytherin shield. It's in this Slytherin banner here, right by the track here. For some reason, I didn't see it for the longest time. I completely brain farted. It's a little embarrassing, but yeah, well. Eventually, I'll figure it out. There we go. Now I found it. Finally. Well. Can't be perfect. There's our character. There we go. That is everything in this area. So let's get out of here. I don't know why I was pausing. I think I was checking to see how many red bricks I had at this point. We're still missing a share of red bricks though. So I was trying to remember what all needed to be done here yet. There's a few areas we haven't explored yet. There's still the character in this area. I don't remember. I think it's in one of the other. It's not in this room. It's in like one of the other areas. Okay, so now I decided to go into the library here. So I could have unlocked. We could have unlocked this earlier, but there wasn't really any point to it. So now we can. Now we're gonna go into the library. But we can't fully explore, or we can't do everything in this room as of right now because we are missing we need a specific character in order to finish this off. So we're gonna have to get that in the next episode. But I'm gonna get as much as I can right now. You can see that there's a Ravenclaw girl standing there in the picture. So you need a Ravenclaw character in order to activate that picture. It's one of the few instances in this game where you need a character from a specific house in order to open something. I think it's like one of the only times you need it. Whereas in years 1 through 4 you needed a lot more. Not so much in this game. That may have looked like it didn't do anything, but zap this glass thing right here, and then put it over the record player. There's also this here, Hermione's bag. Now look at that, a student in peril. Pretty cleverly hidden, but nevertheless, it's pretty easy to figure out because the Hermione's bag thing is right there. So. Yeah, there's also 5 of these gold books here. The red brick is in that door there, but you need the Ravenclaw character in order to get through the door, like I said. So, we will have to come back for that. And so we got those 5 gold books, so we get gold brick. And that is all we can do in the library for now. We will be back here later to finish it off once we get a Ravenclaw character purchased. So I think I was looking around for the character token, but it's fine. I will get it later. So now we just need to finish off by the dormitories here. There's nothing here by the staircases. We already got everything in this area. Dumbledore's office, like I said earlier, is not a thing in this game. So we don't need to go into the dormitories in this game, unlike years 1 through 4. The only dormitory that's accessible is the Gryffindor dormitory. You can still access the Ravenclaw, or you can still access the Slytherin, or the dormitory entrance areas. The Slytherin area and the Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw areas, but you can't get into the common rooms or dormitories themselves, unlike in years 1 through 4. There's a few things here that we can get in the Slytherin entrance area. Yeah, you can't push the button just yet. Gotta fill up the container first. I decided to go for the parcel tongue here first. So the door opens, but you can't go into the Slytherin common room. The game will stop you. It will stop you from going in there. So a little unfortunate that you can't go into the common rooms, the other common rooms or dormitories in this game, but oh well. There we go. Fill that up, and now let's push the lever, the button. And then we got our character. And And that's all we can do in this area. Now we've got the other areas yet to check. First, there's a character right here. You may have seen these metal knights earlier. We didn't do anything with them. At this point, it's the fat lady, the one in the portrait for the Gryffindor common room. We also have the Hufflepuff entrance here. This is, as you can see, the painting is damaged, so you can't activate or anything, so don't worry about it. Grab our character here, and then this thing is a little tricky to activate. No, you're not supposed to water, you're just supposed to activate it. You're just supposed to zap it. It's a little tricky to get targeted. There we go. There's our character. And then we just have the Ravenclaw in dormitory, the Ravenclaw entrance area. So this is kind of a separate area. So they decided to give this area its own ghost. So we got a character and the student peril right there. So, and there's a couple other characters here. There's a Haluna. And some other standard Ravenclaw characters. There's the Grey Lady. We can't really do anything with her, but we can go ahead and get the invisible bricks here. Alright, and the door opens, but we can't go, it closes and we can't go through it, so that is all that we can do in the dormitories in this game, so it's a little unfortunate, but I'm just gonna go back into the Gryffindor common room because there is a couple things that we can do in there here that we haven't done yet. You'll see here that there's a deluminator light. I'm just kind of checking.
Hey.
And there's also the student peril here in the fireplace. There we go. And there's still a gold brick that we're missing. It's in the dormitory itself.
Huh?
And there we go.
Huh?
So that is going to be the end of this episode, I believe. I'm just gonna see if there's anything else I get here. I don't think there is. I think I'm just heading back to the Saren's Castle. We'll be starting the next episode in Diagon Alley again. So once again, just go ahead and exit to Diagon Alley at this point. And we will see you in the next episode. Until then, this is Joe Cool 10 signing out.